Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the latvianexotics YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be speccing probably one of the most overpriced SUVs of this entire decade, which is the BMW XM. But before we get into that, I urge you to go down there, click that like and that subscribe button to help the loading bar on my YouTube channel go up. If you do click subscribe, the numbers will actually go up. And to help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which if I do hit that goal, I'm going to be doing a car rebuild. Do stay tuned for that. But with that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the BMW XM. It is without a doubt one of the most powerful SUVs on the face of this planet, and with its futuristic design, you might think that it is electric, but it is not. It is actually a hybrid car with a 4.4-liter V8, which also has a plug-in hybrid system, as well as the xDrive 4x4 all-wheel system that BMW advertises in each and every single one of their ads. But despite the fact of it being a hybrid, it can produce 1,000 Newton meters of torque, allowing the car to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.6 seconds, which is absolutely ridiculous for an SUV like this because it weighs 2,785 kilograms. It is a monster, but yet they still have figured out how to make that thing move. And in these specs parts, I don't really mention exterior features that much, but something really interesting that I wanted to mention about this car's interior is that it has 4 exhausts in the rear. They are double stacked and they have this honeycomb shape, which is pretty cool, but I don't know how necessary a quad exhaust is for a hybrid car, but you can tell me that in the comments below. And since it is a plug-in hybrid, you're probably wondering how much can it drive on that little battery. It does have about 95 kilometers of range on that battery, and it also takes somewhere around 3 hours to get it fully charged up because you can only charge it at 7.4 kilowatts. But the plug-in hybrid isn't a feature that I would use personally, and I don't think most people would use it either, unless they have to get to a gas station when they've run out of gas. But with that, we're more or less done with the specs part of this car. Let's move on to the specking, and I'll show you how amazing the car actually is. Here we hop into the BMW configurator, and the XM is looking absolutely beautiful in that color. But before we can actually spec it, we do have to select the variant of it. There are 2. I'll show you right here. The BMW XM label is the more power, higher numbers, speed, agility, everything, that car. And then we have the BMW XM, which is the toned down version of that car. Both are 2024 models, absolutely brand new, beautiful cars. And then you can see both as the starting MSRPs. For the XM label, it's 185,000. For the regular XM, it's 159,000, but that is of course not including taxes, registration, all that beautiful stuff, and that's why usually cars in the US seem to be cheaper than in the EU. But anyways, let's hop right into it and see what ultimate driving machine we can create today. When we hop in the configurator, it is really simple to spec, which I do really like, but the images, however, are pretty choppy. Even if I click on them, they are not very HD. I don't like that very much, but something they do have is a 3D model interior, which we will take a look at afterwards. It is very HD, and I'm not sure how they managed to make that so HD with making the regular pictures very choppy, but either way, that's a BMW thing, I guess. This is not the standard spec of the car though. I clicked some random stuff before when I was testing out the configurator, so I will go quickly reset this car and I'll be right back in a second so we can properly spec it. Amazing, we're back. This is the standard spec of the car, and this is what you can order. Pay 185,000 plus tax, plus shipping, all of that stuff, and then you get this at your house and you can be very happy. But I'm not happy because number one, I absolutely hate silver on each and every single car. It's the most boring color that you can ever have. The only car that should ever have silver on it is the Porsche Carrera GT, because that is iconic. You can tell me some other cars which you think that should have silver on them. I haven't done this in a while, but I want to make a black car. I think for an SUV that might be very characteristic, and there are some options that will go really well with the black on this car. I want to do the ruby black metallic. Let's see what that is. I'm not sure about that. That's definitely not black. That is a very dark burgundy. Let's check out the frozen black metallic. I think that would be better. Yeah, that is a standard black, and that is probably what I'm gonna go for with this car. There are some more pretty interesting colors like this teal. They call it the frozen Tulum, as well as this green metallic. It is quite unique. Looks like a little bit of a froggy there, but either way, we're gonna go back to the black, very classic. And I have something in mind which I want to do with this car, make it really, really clean. So the black it is, and we are gonna move on to our wheel options right now. This car has absolutely beautiful rims, probably one of the most beautiful rims I've seen on any car that are not aftermarket, and they are huge. They come as standard as 22s, and you can get 23s if you want to, which absolutely blows my mind that a car would come with such huge rims. And I'll show you some of the other options that I'm not going to choose, but they are also very interesting. You might have seen these in the beginning. These are the 23-inch alloys. If I'm doing a gold accent build of a car, this is a absolute must. Then we have the same ones but in silver. I don't think those look as good as the gold. These look quite regular. Well, don't get me wrong, they are insane, but the silver color, I'm not feeling it. What I want to do though is the 22-inch alloys with the red stripes, the pinstripes. In my opinion, they look absolutely ridiculous, and you might be starting to see where I'm going with this build right now. The red pinstripes right there with the red accents, because it is the XM label red. I don't know why it's not specified on this website, and it does come with a bunch of red accents that you have to choose afterwards. I don't know if you could choose all these red options on the standard XM, but don't quote me. I think these are unique to the red label, so that's why I want to use them as much as possible. Let's just move on to the interior right now and let me show you how that looks. It is really insane, but the sad thing is we only have this one option. We can get this Fiona red black interior. I guess that is exactly why they call it the XM label red, but this is the part where I said that it has a really good interior 3D view. So look at this. As it loads our 3D interior, we can look around and it is really crisp. Probably one of the cleanest 3D models of the interior that I've seen in any configurator, which I did not expect from BMW after seeing those choppy pictures of the car in the beginning. And the interior is absolutely insane. It looks like it has a panel roof, the beautiful diamond stitching everywhere. I really also love this two-tone, the red accent on the top of the seats, and I really like these seats. The thickness of the seats make them seem so bougie, exactly like the Bentley and the new Mercedes. I don't know if you've noticed it, but as time goes by, luxury cars get thicker and thicker seats. I think the main reason for that is comfort. It also could be because they're trying to jam more technology in there, but I doubt that is the case. There are only so many things you can jam into a seat. Seat warmers, seat coolers, adjustable seats, seat massage. I can't imagine what else you would be able to jam into a seat, but I guess car manufacturers can figure anything out. We can also zoom in here and check out stuff closer. Then it gets a bit more choppy, but the car is so beautiful. The Alcantara, something that I also really love is this beautiful design on the roof. These M seat belts, the XM label logos, just there. What's not to love about this car, honestly? I hope it does have USB-C ports. I'm not seeing any ports down here. I guess they could be in here, but they better be USB-C ports, otherwise I'm calling BMW out. It has the door handles just like a Volvo, which I'm not sure how I feel about these door handles, though they look pretty cool, I suppose. But anyway, I'm done chatting about the interior since we can't change anything here. I just really wanted to show you the 3D model that they have. We can also check out the trim, where we have only one option anyways. It's the carbon fiber M signature interior, which essentially just adds all this carbon fiber. It comes in standard with the XM label red, so we can't really do much about that, but we can move on to our options. And within our options, they also have some pretty cool things, which I really want to show you. They don't have many options, and it leaves me very surprised that the Porsche configurator was actually the most comprehensive and with the most possible options that you can spec out of all the configurators I've ever done. I'm kind of scared to do a Rolls-Royce configurator, but it is technically also from BMW, so this might put my mind at ease a little bit that it won't be as much specking. Anyways, it has this red trim that you can see going along the window sills. I'll click on it and I'll show you. As in many configurators, it has this little information sheet, what you will get with that option. So we get this red accent here, the XM badging, as well as a little bit of a red element for the rear diffuser, which we will add because that is exactly what we are going for. We're going for a black car with red pinstripes. It kind of reminds me of Beat Saber a little bit, like but anyways, we've got the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, the diamond one. Let's see if we have any pictures of it. Do we have any additional pictures? No, but as many of you know, I am still an audiophile. Nothing has changed, and I really love the Bowers & Wilkins sound systems. It is a necessity to add it, and we are are adding it to our build, and we're going back to our build to check out what brakes we can get. It is an absolute no-brainer. We have a black car with red pinstripes. We need the red calipers to match. So we're getting the M Sport brakes with red calipers. That is gonna go perfect with our car. I'm not sure if we can see it down on this model here. It didn't really add any calipers. And then there's one last very interesting option, which is essentially a track day with your brand new car. You pay $2,500. They allow you to go down to a BMW center and you get a one-day experience with a professional driver who is going to be your personal trainer, and you can learn how to push the car to the max of its limits, because it is an M car and they do want you to have a unique experience. In life myself, personally, I'm not a very materialistic person. I'm more for experiences. So this does really sound like something that I would enjoy. I will add it to my car, and if I am buying a car for 200 odd something thousand, 2,500 for an experience like this, I think it is definitely worth it. And we are going yet again back to our build. We can see it right there. It is very tiny. I can pop it up to be bigger for you guys. So far, this is what we have going, and I really like what we have going here. It goes together pretty well, and with that, it looks like we've got everything spec'd on our car. And here we got our beautiful BMW XM label, black with the red accents as well as the red and black interior. I think I spec this one to absolute perfection. You can tell me what you think in the comments below, but I think it is absolutely magnificent. As always, we can click here, get our quote for the car, inquire to our dealer, say, hey, I want to get this absolutely beautiful car that I spec today. And if you want to purchase a car exactly like this, the MSRP of it, it's $190,900. You gotta include taxes and shipping, etc, etc. And with all that factored in, it'll probably cost you something around 200,000 euros or maybe a little bit more. And in this case, I'm not sure if it is fully worth it, because it is really overpriced in my opinion, but you tell me what you think in the comments below. It is a car I would love to drive, but the price tag is something that might hold me back just a little bit. But either way, with that, our video speccing the BMW XM label is over. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, I urge you to go down there, click that like and that subscribe button to help the loading bar on my YouTube channel go up. If you click subscribe, numbers will actually go up, and to join me on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And if I do hit that goal by the end of the year, I'm gonna be doing a car rebuild, which is gonna be very, very exciting because I've never done that before. And with that, thank you for being a part of the Latvian Exotics community. Thank you for supporting me in everything I do, and I will see you in the next upload.
And I keep a pretty bitch put up. Ride through with a chauffeur, I be chillin' with my foot up. Niggas all cap bullshit, niggas full up. Master P in 98, that little nigga got the hook up. I'ma make it drop the jaws every time a nigga pull up. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Every time you turn around, that nigga, he the top. You would think the baby popcorn the way the nigga pop.